Alrighty, boys, just so I don't come off as a guy that's running his mouth, I'm gonna stay optimistic about it. It's just my luck how it works with these dualies, okay? So this trailer, I don't know if I ever shared this. No, I don't think I've ever shared this video with you guys. I've owned this trailer right about a month, give or take, right? And I've said in one of my reviews, man, I run out of breath. One of my recent videos when I was reviewing my dually mega cabs, how my luck has struck that it just, bottom line, these guys driving these dually trailers and dually trucks, they feel like they are miniature monster trucks and they ram everything, okay? Here we go. I'm gonna stay happy, I'm gonna stay positive about this, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of a backstory. So a month-old trailer, right? Tires are junk. And here why they're junk. Because someone, professional operator, had a CDL, yada yada titty tatty, decided to ram a curb, bend the piss out of that lower arm. Oh shoot, you can't really tell on the, oh yeah you can. Bend the piss out of that cross member. Hey, this is a professional driver now, okay? Man, it's kind of hard to stay positive. So, this is what I'm talking about. Anytime I get in a dually, well, my driver gets in a dually with a trailer, always end up with stupid stories like these, okay? And you're gonna say, gee, Paul, hire professional and you'll get professional results. Well, shoot, let's go down the line. Look at that. Grinding the living piss out of it, okay? And I'm not showing you a singular. I mean, this is one operator here within a month just really destroyed this trailer. It's going on a frame rack now. It's getting all straightened out. So I'll give you a little bit of a backstory. So take it 5 years ago. 34-year-old guy, longtime farmer, good dude, knows how to operate equipment, has a CDL for numerous years. I'll show you how bent to crapper turned that front axle is. It's pretty bad. So we're getting this thing restored now. You could simply say this trailer is totaled out, but back to that 34-year-old guy, okay? Farmer his whole life, ran equipment, had a CDL, drove my white dually without the bed. If you're new to this channel, I run a hotshot operation. We keep it between 20 and 25 pickups. Most of them, like 95% of them, are singles, and I always try to keep one or two dualies, but this is what the story's all about and why I don't have dualies. Back to this 34-year-old. Drove the wheels off of my trailer. In literal form. He drove till those wheels took off on him. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, well, dispatch told me one weight. The actual weight was different. I'm like, well, when did you find out the actual weight? When I broke the wheels, the welds on the wheels, really what it was. If you guys haven't noticed, the dualies they have quite a bit of welding on them, so they have to offset them. I'm like, can't you feel it was super heavy? He's like, well, yeah, but I thought I'd be all right. So the number that dispatch was told was, I think, 24,000, and they loaded, don't quote me on that, mid to high 30s on them. I mean, that's quite the difference. It could be hard to distinguish sometimes, right? Plus, pull on the scale, see what it is. That's why CAT scales exist, right? 34-year-old guy had us. I'm just giving you a background. True professional as far as everything goes, okay? Next story. 50-year-old drove until he blew, so the first guy drove the wheels off of it, so destroyed the wheels, right? Second guy destroyed the tires. I don't know how it happened. It just so happened that I think he destroyed three tires on one side. I get stuff happens, but the thing that kills me is the second guy. It was a 50-year-old. He's driven semis for over a decade. And here we are again. An unknown story. A no explanation kind of scenario. 50-year-old dude drove semis, stab decks, dry vans for over a decade. Somehow he destroyed my trailer. As a professional operator, you got to know what's going on with your equipment. You got to pull over, inspect stuff. I don't know, stuff happens. Next story. 62-year-old. His whole life, well, I can't say his whole life, half of his life, since the age of 30, he was a truck driver. Homeboy, I don't know. Oh yeah, the case is closed, so whatever. That guy got me in a lawsuit. That case is closed, so I guess talk about it now. Stopped 3 times on a 10% downhill on some highway out in Wyoming. 3 times. So when he came to a complete stop, from 35-40 to a complete stop 3 times. So when he attempted the 4th time, what do you think happened? All his brakes gave out, okay? Now, keep that in mind. 10% downhill with 20-something thousand pounds on your truck and trailer, or excuse me, on your trailer. So now you got 20 of a load, 10,000 pound trailer, and 9,000 pound truck. You do the math. 3 times, full stop on a descent, okay? And he attempts the 4th time, his brakes give out. So then the result, he rolled the trailer. Truck was okay, trailer was destroyed. I believe I hired professionals. I truly believe I hired professionals. Ever since, now I have to be even more careful who I give these tandem dually trucks and trailers to. So this is very, it might sound like a rant, and I'm trying to stay positive about it, but these are facts. You can't deny them. This dude tore out a curb and a bunch of, oh my goodness. Anyways, guys, it's not end of the world, but instead of telling you once upon a time, I kind of want to show you the aftermath. Like this trailer, the frame is bent on it now. I'm going to take it to a frame rack guy that deals with semis. Hopefully he could fix it and recover for me, so I don't have to wait for another year to get a trailer. This trailer took me a year to get this trailer, and within a month, safe to say it's total. I'm going to try to resurrect it. So guys, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm not just blowing, I'm just not lying to you guys or making up these stories to have a cool story to tell. It's just my experience with these dualies. That is why I stay away from dualies. These are very capable units, but they were never intended to be used on a commercial level. So the duty cycle, defined duty cycle, their duty cycle is nowhere near as a semi is. Yes, you can haul the weight that they claim you could haul, but you got to be operating smoothly. I was teaching my kid the other day, if you operate equipment smoothly, fluently, right? No abrupt stops, no abrupt accelerations, no hard bangs on your equipment. Yeah, you could do that way and for a long time, but you got to operate your equipment smoothly, and that's when you get the high mileage. You get a lot out of your trailer. So anyways, guys, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now you kind of got to see the whole scenario. So what am I doing? I'm taking this thing to a shop to keep my fingers crossed. Month-old trailer, hopefully they could recover it for me, straighten out the frame, re-weld the cross member, and call it a day. Well, obviously we got to change that tie rod. I got 2 tie rods. I wasn't around the trailer when I bought them, but I ended up getting 2 tie rods just in case the other one's damaged too, right on there. Anyways, boys, as always, may the Lord bless you. May y'all have a mighty fine day, and keep the shiny side up. Ciao. Bye.